Health Centre. I'm afraid Dr. Thompson's out on house calls this afternoon. Is it urgent?
Good morning, Riverside Health
Give me
Centre.
2 seconds. Well, now I can't do it. I'm so sorry. Yep.
Riverside Health Centre.
Yep. Tomorrow's fine. Can you do 10:30?
Surgery.
Thank you for ringing. I'll pass the message on.
Young love.
Not that you're jealous. Oh, Steve, I was just coming to find you. Mrs. Quinn just rang. Her husband died this morning.
How did she sound?
Surprisingly bright.
Well, it can't come as much of a surprise.
Amanda Kenworth, Dr. Powers' room's just over there.
No, thanks.
I'm just going to get off to the Quinns. I'll be back later, all right?
All right, you take a seat then. I'm not sleeping. I can't get up in the mornings. I'm finding it hard to get to work.
Well, that sounds like depression.
I wouldn't be depressed if I could just have a child.
Amanda, we've been through all this. You've had all the tests. You're ovulating regularly. Your blood tests and your swabs are clear. All the tests are fine.
Then why aren't I pregnant?
Well, it's not always that simple.
Yeah, but we've been trying for 2 years.
Then maybe it's just a matter of time. 2 years really isn't that long when you're trying to get pregnant. Now, you've had all the tests and they show that there's nothing wrong with you, so stop putting yourself under so much pressure to conceive. That's what's making you ill. Now, you know you've done everything you can. Don't you think it's time we talk to your husband?
What's the point? He's already got Charlotte and Thomas from his first marriage. It's me. It's got to be me. He says it doesn't matter that he's already got his family, but I'm so jealous of that. How come she can conceive children when I can't?
Well, look, there are other options to consider. IVF, adoption. But first, I really think we should check your husband. I know he's had children before, but things change, bodies change. How old are his kids?
9 and 11.
And has he been ill since you've known him?
No, just the usual cold, flu, you know, whatever.
Well, you never know. Maybe something's happened that he's not aware of. Let's get him in and check him out.
No, he hates hospital, he hates doctors, he hates all this sort of thing.
Even if there's the remotest possibility that he's developed some sort of problem, let's get him in anyway.
He'll never talk to a woman.
Well, then maybe he's happier seeing Dr. Maguire.
Morning, can I help you?
Is Dr. Mystery in? I haven't got an appointment, but I'd like to see him if he's here.
No, I'm afraid he's out of surgery today.
Oh.
I can try and fit you in tomorrow if you'd like.
I wanted to see him today, you see.
Oh, what about Dr. Powers? She can fit you in this afternoon.
No, I don't like her. She's rude.
Oh.
What am I to do, then?
How's about seeing our nurse? Could she help?
Nurse?
She's very good.
Oh. Aye, I'd like that. I'd like to see a nurse. Thank you, dear. It's Mrs. Lewis, Lewis.
That's lovely. Take a seat for me, please.
Ah. Oi. What are you doing?
How do you mean?
Mrs. Lewis. She's a complete nightmare.
Well, I'm not a mind reader, you know. Anyway, what's wrong with her?
She's a time waster of the first order. Once she gets to know you, she never lets you go.
Oh. Listen, I know this is none of my business, and I'm not a nurse or a doctor or anything, but don't you think that's a bit, well, you know, the wrong attitude?
What?
Well, how do you know she's not really ill? Okay, she's been a pain in the past, but you never know. She might have something wrong with her this time. Then how would you feel if she did and you wouldn't see her?
So the young lady suggested that I see one of the nurses. Oh, it's not the same as my lovely Dr. Mystery, but it's all they could do for today.
All right, but she gets 10 minutes max.
I'm Dr. Rawlings, Mr. Quinn's GP.
Oh, right. Come in. Mum and Dad are upstairs.
I was very sorry to hear about your father.
Thanks. Go on up.
You feeling okay?
Well, you know.
How's your mother?
Well, they were a very close couple.
Mrs. Quinn,
Thank you, Doctor. But it's for the best. Couldn't go on suffering like that.
your husband was a very brave man.
Nobody deserves to suffer like that. And you won't have to take any more abuse from him. Dr. Rawlings has been coming in to see him for months now.
You always thought I'd only ever been trained as a vet.
It's for the best. It is. It was terrible what he had to go through.
I'm sorry to have to ask you this, but have you any idea what time your husband passed away?
You found Dad when you took him his cup of tea, first thing in the morning, didn't you? About 7?
About 7?
I'm sorry, Doctor, I'm not really with it. I wasn't paying much attention to the time.
That's all right, Mrs. Quinn.
Are you all right, Mum? Do you need anything, Doctor?
No.
I'll leave you then.
This is fine. 130 over 80.
That's strange. It was like that with Dr. Mystery.
I mean, you've got nothing to worry about, have you?
But why would it be the same?
Because blood pressure doesn't go up and down unless there's something actually wrong with you.
Oh, I see.
So, if that's all...
Well, actually, dear, I was going to ask you to take a look at my ears. I've been feeling a bit deaf recently.
Well, that's old age for you.
No. No, it's more than that, I'm sure.
Mrs. Lewis, I'm very sorry, but you're already over time, and I have got a lot of other patients to see this morning.
Oh, I see.
I'm sure there's nothing to worry about, really.
Well, I'll be on my way then.
Good.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'll see you later.
Bye, Mrs. Lewis.
Bye.
Bye.
Forgot me bag. Excuse me. On my way now.
Bye.
Bye.
But I've got 2 children.
Yes, I know that. Look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with you. Just that maybe you could go in and have a checkup, that's all. It's no big deal. What harm is there, Ed? Just to go in and have a talk.
Look, your tests gave you the all clear. Why can't we just carry on unassisted, naturally, like now?
Well, that hasn't been working, has it?
Yet.
I want a baby, Noel. My own child, before I'm too old. Please, just go and talk to them.